We can't do this unless we have absolute connectivity at the highest order, reliable, secure. But Verizon is up to a lot of stuff. Give us a top line as to where you are in helping these agencies enable their modernization journey.
Thank you, Luke. I think what I'd like to get into is kind of the progress we've seen in the government around IT modernization. If that's okay, because I think that's key kind of to the discussion that we're having here.
Sure.
So from our perspective, we see the prioritization from Congress and the administration has around IT modernization, as well as the customer experience aspect of it in cybersecurity. We think it's great. So for the government to be able to help its workforce be successful and deliver the services people need, IT modernization has to be a top priority. So secondly, I think the government agencies are starting to take advantage of increased funding. EIS, or what's also known as the Enterprise Infrastructure Solution contract vehicle, is a good example of that. So we announced, for example, a few months ago, an EIS task order with the U.S. Department of State to modernize their global communications infrastructure and provide IT services for each of the Department of State's U.S. embassies, consulars, and other key locations around the world. So that's a pretty big project. Last summer, we announced a task order for the FBI through EIS. That will help the Bureau modernize and expand its network infrastructure, data and voice solutions. And then a few months ago, we announced three EIS task orders with the Department of Defense to modernize IT communications infrastructure. So we see the federal agencies are taking advantage of the opportunity, whether it's EIS or increased funding in the Technology Modernization Fund or other contract vehicles and programs. I know this is a Fed panel, but we also have some infrastructure investment in the Jobs Act, for example. So that'll help state and local governments. So I'd say that, those are all the signs of progress. And to keep the progress moving forward, I think more needs to be done to give government agencies the flexibility they need to modernize. So to me, greater flexibility and more options are going to be key. And that's what's going to keep us moving forward.
Good.